Jimmy McAleod found the net. Goal for Wednesday.
Terrific goal by Shayla.
Chris Waddle, is he going to have a crack?
Oh, he does, and it's goal. Still Glenn Wheeler. Aidan Flynn whacks the goal. It's the time for a winner.
Hello and welcome to your watch along for this evening's game. We've travelled north this evening, just 3 games of the season to go, and it's Borough who are our opponents this evening at the Riverside. Can we finally get that elusive win that we've been searching for so long? 37 games it's been since we last won down on the south coast against Portsmouth, but we are 3 unbeaten. Draws against Leicester, they're now down. A draw against Coventry, they're now champions. And a draw against Charlton at the weekend as well. So yeah, can we do the unthinkable and get one step closer to 0 points? Obviously, we are on -4. We're inching ever closer as we have been over the recent games. Thank you everyone for joining me this evening. A reminder to get in the comments. Please make sure you also click like on the stream. Do really appreciate the support. If you're not subscribed, and there'll be quite a few of you that aren't subscribed that are watching, do us a favour, click that button. It is free. And you'll get more of our shows that we do each and every week. Sundays at 8 o'clock is our usual slot where myself and Matt just talk about. Usually it's a defeat, but like I've just been saying, we've had a few 0-0 wins, a few draws as well that we've had. So yeah, do make sure you join in for all of that. A quick plug as well whilst I'm at it for the merchandise store. You still have time to order your Honolulu Wednesday t-shirt and get it in time for next Saturday's game against West Brom. I think tomorrow, like today, probably is the last time that I can guarantee that you will get it. You might, if you order it tomorrow, you might get it, but like I said, I can't guarantee that. So many people have bought it. It comes in the white, comes in the blue. Check it out. wtidpod.myshopify.com is where you need to go for that one. So if you are wondering and kind of and ahhing whether you get it or not, do not leave it any later. Do go and grab yourself one as well. I'm just going to run over the starting lineup. Actually, I'll come to a few comments first. Got the Red Horde, Wrexham fan joining early to back the Owls. Hope you all don't mind. No, by all means, the more the merrier. I'm guessing, obviously, Wrexham need Borough to lose. I've not really looked at what the race for the top 6 is, to be fair. I've not really paid much attention to it, but we've got Melissa in the building. She says evening all. We've got John, we've got Ollie in the building as well. John says it's 18-1 for the win. You never know. Yeah, but look, yeah, I mean, I won't be putting my £10 on us to win, but you know, it's there if you want it. Joel's in the building as well. I'll just run through the lineup. Well, you can see the lineup there. I'm not going through it all, but there's 4 changes to the side that drew against Charlton at the weekend. Charles, Shalabar, Kabatske and Jamal Lowe all make way. Murphy Cooper, Thornton, Nakamba and McNeil all come into the side. What do you make to that? I suppose the big talking point is no Piers Charles. Now, the club have already come out and they've been quite quick to do this as well and say that he's picked up a knock. I will read. Let me just quickly find it and find the official wording that they have used. Let me just. Where is it? Where are we? Team news for the Borough game. There we go. The Owls number 1 picked up a knock on Saturday and misses out this evening. Charles will be assessed ahead of the trip to Oxford at the weekend. Now, call me a cynic. Is he injured? I mean, there's only 3 games left of the season to go. Is he injured, or are we just saving him because he potentially might be on his way out at the end of the season? I don't know. Let's see if he tips up to the Kassam at the weekend is all I'm going to say on that one. And he might not necessarily be injured, but we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, like I said, I think in terms of the starting lineup there, you can't really grumble, can you, to be honest? I think Shalabar, yes, he's played well, but this is probably the most minutes that he's ever played in quite some time. I think I had a look, and the last time he played 90 minutes was about 3 years ago. So he's played more minutes in the last 3 or 4 games than he has done for quite a while. So it's inevitable that he's going to have to make way. And Jarvis Thornton's obviously come in to take his side. Or you could argue that Nakamba's come in to take his position as well. That is another one. Marvellous Nakamba. I thought we would see a bit more of him, to be fair, but I want to say this is his first. Is this his full debut for Wednesday? I can't recall another time that he's actually come in and played or at least started again. Let's have a look now. He's made 4 appearances for us so far, and yes, this is his first start. He made a minute against Ipswich, a minute against Charlton at the weekend, and he played 20 minutes against Coventry in that 0-0 draw as well. So yeah, that is his. This is his first start, his full debut, coming 3 games before the end, and yeah, Charlie McNeil as well coming in, obviously hoping to grab a goal. I want to say he's tied on 4 goals, isn't he, at the top of the to get the golden boot, which surely must be the lowest number that we've ever had anyone pick up that award. I want to say that Gillian and Dumbo and Sungu have a pretty poor record as well, way back when, in probably 2003, 2004, I want to say, something like that. Maybe someone can check that and find that out. But yeah, 4 goals for Charlie McNeil, 4 goals for Jamal Lowe, and 4 goals for Jerry Yates. So yeah, I think Charlie McNeil we've given him a bit of criticism, haven't we, in recent weeks, not looking like he's fully up for it and things. Maybe it might change this afternoon, but he has got that opportunity. It's much more difficult coming off the bench than it is starting a game. He is starting today. We'll have to wait and see where he actually plays. A little bit of juggling around as the camera's just panning around the Riverside, the soulless bowl, as people will call it. Obviously, all 4 sides the same. One of the early ones, I guess. When was the Riverside built? I want to say, was it the mid-90s, late 90s? Just have a look now. It was 1995. The Cellnet Riverside Stadium. It was. Then it was the BT Cellnet Riverside. Then it was I can't remember this, the Captain James Cook Stadium in 2019. Cannot remember that for the life of me. But yeah, I don't know what it's called now. Is it just called the Riverside now? It's not got a sponsor. But yeah, we are there this evening. Travelled in good numbers, as well as the players just waiting to come out of the tunnel for this game this evening. Thanks everyone for joining. Do really appreciate it, as always. I would go through the Borough side, but don't think it makes much difference, to be fair. Morgan Whittaker is one that we certainly know from his time at Plymouth. Not really done anything, has he, of yet. Tommy Conway, another one. Luke Ayling, one that we'll remember from his time at Leeds. Like I said, Football says on FootMob, 16% say Wednesday will win. They could be a bit deluded, those. Daniel says, hi, mate. Yes. Annie says, Grandstand was built in 1996. Yeah, and that's the same time that the Riverside was built. Football says, if we win, we will be on 0 points. Not quite, because we're on -4. So a win and a draw is what we need. Or, well, yeah, we need a win. We just need a win, don't we? And if I say, or some draws, but no, we definitely need a win in these final few games. Oh, no, we are on. No, you're right. Apologies. We are on -3. I'm losing count. All these points that we're picking up, I'm just totally losing count of how many we've got. Phil says, just come on. What's up with Charles? Yeah, as Football Dork says, officially picked up a knock in the game against Charlton. So, yeah, he's not in the squad. Murphy Cooper has come back in. I know he came back into training a couple of weeks back. He was on the bench against Charlton, and now he's got another chance to show us what he's got. And I think, personally, I don't mind Murphy Cooper. I think he's a decent goalkeeper, and I think if Pierce Charles was to leave in the summer, which I'm pretty certain that probably will happen, I would be more than happy to have Murphy Cooper. Whether that's a loan or whether we could actually prize him away from QPR, then yeah, by all means, because I think he's quite an accomplished goalkeeper. Is he as good as Pierce Charles? Absolutely not. But look, we're heading in League One, and like I said, we might not have a say as to whether Pierce Charles stays or not. But we'll just have to wait and see. We're just moments away from kick-off. The players are out. Both sets of players just taking their positions. Middlesbrough playing in their all-red kit with the white band across the shirts. Sheffield Wednesday playing in their third kits, the white kit with the blue pinstripe and the what they call the retro owl. Although I saw that Terrace were doing some quote unquote retro designs, and it was the Napoleon's kit from 2005, like a grey sweater with obviously with the badge and the Napoleon's Casinos sponsor, and that makes me feel really old because that wasn't that long ago. Like, it's 20 years retro. I don't know. We'll have to. We'll see. I'm guessing we've won the toss and we've turned Borough around, which whenever that happens at Hillsborough, you always get the moans and the groans whenever we're kicking towards the Kop in the first half. But yeah, we've turned. I think we've turned Borough around. That's one win of the day. Hopefully, we get a proper win in 90 minutes' time. We'll just have to wait and see. Daniel, 3 points away. Yes. 3 points away, ole, ole. Hopefully we are singing that come the full-time whistle. We'll just have to wait and see. While we are waiting for kick-off, I did play golf this afternoon. I played a round of golf at Middlesbrough with my dad. Yeah, I'm feeling it now. I've used muscles that I haven't used in a long, long time. Did all right as well. Did lose a few balls, though, but did a lot better than what I thought I would. So you have to take the positives. You have to take the positives from this, don't you? So, yeah, it was a good all-round. The weather was nice. The wind, not so. But no, we're just seconds away from kick-off. Middlesbrough will be kicking us off. Looks like Morgan Whittaker will be doing the honours as, we look to do something in this one. Just have a look at Borough's form at the moment. It is absolutely dire, nearly as bad as ours. To be fair, they haven't won in their last 7 in the league. 3 defeats and 4 draws. They did draw 2-2 last time out against Ipswich. Last time they were at home, it was a 1-0 defeat. The one before that was 2-1 at Millwall at the Riverside, and the one before that at the Riverside was a 1-1 draw. Last time they won at the Riverside, it was, my God, when did they last win? 31st of January, a 1-0 win against Norwich. So, hopefully that run will extend after today as the game has kicked off. We're about less than a minute in, and one of the Borough players is already down. I think he's collided with Nakamba, I think it was, who absolute beast with sporting the Mohican. Just going to watch it now. I've no idea what happened. I haven't got a clue. But Wednesday have got the throw. And we're missing the long throw of Ingleson, but Palmer's going to take it quick to Heskey. Palmer now has it. Can he find a cross? It checks back to Heskey. It goes on his left foot, all the way back to Gabe Otubeyo, and he will go all the way back to give Murphy Cooper his first touch of the game, and he just punts one forward, looking for the head of Jerry Yates, and it's going to evade him, but he's going to battle with Ayling. Can't quite get there, but it only goes as far as Sean Fazier. Heskey has it on the edge of the box, twists and turns, looking for an opening, and we still keep the ball with Palmer. Palmer to Sean Fazier, sporting his new haircut that you might have seen last weekend. I'm a bit worried that he's gone for the Ike Ugbo hairstyle, but we'll see what happens with that one as the ball goes out of play. Charlie McNeil with a poor touch, and Middlesbrough will have it on the far side. Sorry, it was Jerry Yates with the poor touch. Apologies. Football Dork says we're only 76 points away from Middlesbrough. Yes, let's get that promotion charge started this evening, should I say. He also says here he reckons we will win with a Jerry Yates hat-trick. Look, if that happens, then we'll all be very, very happy indeed. Not sure where the Wednesday fans are situated at the Riverside, but they are in fine voice. I think it's down to the left on camera, out from memory. Obviously, last time we were here, it was a 3-3 draw. 3-0 down at half-time, if you remember from that game, as the ball goes down the line from Borough, and it is a poor ball forward, and Murphy Cooper will just collect the ball, and he'll do the obligatory waiting until the striker closes him down before he picks the ball up, and we're just over 3 minutes in. 17-1 for the win today, which means I've wasted another tenner. Love that. BeGambleAware.org, as always. Bit of head tennis in the middle is that support. I have no idea what he's tried to do. He's tried to hoik it back to the goalkeeper, but he's got it totally wrong. I think target it was, and they've got away with it. But they're still. It's a great pass up to halfway. Wednesday got a bit of defending to do here as Morgan Whittaker just strides forward to get into the box. Can we defend? Great defending from Gabe Ottugbayo there. They're looking for a penalty. Absolutely no chance of a penalty there. Fantastic defending. How well has Gabe Ottugbayo done, by the way, in recent weeks? I think he's got better and better as every week's gone on. And as Adaramola does some defending, and he does well to come away with the ball. And he can carry it in. Oh, he's brought down that. It's got to be a foul, surely. Ref says yes. Well, the referee didn't. The assistant on his far side said yes. So I think the ref was going to be quite happy to play on, to be fair, as I'm just going to see a replay of it now. Yeah, it's a foul. It is a foul, 100%. Other games that are going on in the Championship at the moment: Birmingham 0, Preston 0. Charlton have taken the lead in the opening 5 minutes against Ipswich. We've also got our dear neighbours at home to Blackburn as well. It's 0-0 in that one. There's a big game in the Premier League as well today. Burnley against Man City. I didn't think you'd be saying that at the start of the season, but yeah, Man City can go top with a win against the Burnley side, who obviously were promoted last season, look to be coming straight back down. Have they already been relegated? I'm not too sure, but anyway. As Wednesday come forward, Adaramola on the edge of the box. He skips past one. Can he find a cross? He looks to get into the box. Easily dispossessed in the end. As Middlesbrough clip the ball forward. But they're playing some risky passes, Middlesbrough, at the moment, and it's not quite working. I don't know whether that's why they've been, in terms of the poor form at the moment, but they're trying things which, I admire the confidence, but not quite working at the moment. As you can hear the away fans in fine voice singing the Wednesday Are Massive chant as always. Everywhere we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, now then, the camera was just quickly looking at the Borough manager, so I totally missed that. But it looked like we very, very nearly did the same as what we kind of nearly did at Coventry as well, and nicked the ball off the goalie. But I'd love to see that back. Jerry Yates again, just hustling the goalkeeper. Yeah, Borough did well in the end to come away. But yeah, like I just mentioned, they're trying things that just aren't working at all, and I could see the Borough fans not being too happy with what they've been seeing at the moment as the ball goes out, and it's going to be a Wednesday throw on the far side, just in front of the dugouts, that Nakamba will take. Nakamba Adaramola, and Adaramola just kicking the ball forward, trying to eke out as many yards as he possibly can. Throwing comes in from Max Lowe, headed away by Borough. Heskey will have it, lays it off to Nakamba, but it's a poor pass, and Borough now have it over halfway on this left-hand side. Tommy Conway has it. Skipping inside, more central position. He's going to go out wide. He is. Poor pass, though. asking too much of the right back. Borough still have it on halfway. Wednesday just trying to stay firm and trying to catch him on the counter. Max Lowe jumping out there out of defence and picking up the ball, and Charlie McNeil will have it now, running forward, unopposed. Still Charlie McNeil. Challenge comes in, but still has it on the right-hand side. Sean Fazier puts his foot on the ball, plays it back to Parmu. First time crosses it in, headed away. Only as far as... what was it now? Wednesday still have it. Adaramola, the groans from the Borough fans out here. It's a poor pass, and it's just a bit hectic at the moment. You just need to get your foot on the ball and just put a few passes together as Wednesday win it again. This time Liam Palmer striding forward. McNeil has it inside for Heskett, edge of the box. Oh, Charlie, better pass. And ref's going to give a foul. He is. Football Duck says, I've got school in the morning. Sod that, Wednesday are more important. Well, look, it's 10 o'clock. Bedtime's not too bad, is it, surely? Gathel says, I'm the only Wednesday fan in my school. Whereabouts are you from? Let us know. Red Horde says, back. Sorry, was lurking in the background. You asked what Wrexham need. If Middlesbrough do not get a win in either this game or on the weekend, Wrexham can jump them with a win on the final day. There we go. I was just looking at that actually as well. Borough on 74, Wrexham on 70, Hull also on 70 as well. Obviously, Middlesbrough will be on 74 if this game stays as it is. So, Southampton on 76, Ipswich on 76, but they are losing. That's as it stands. And Millwall on 79, having played a game more than Ipswich. So, yeah, I mean, props to Millwall for getting up there, but I'm not going to lie, it would seem a little bit weird seeing Millwall in the Premier League, but we won't be there for a long time, so it doesn't really matter. You've not missed much. Middlesbrough just on the right-hand side, played the ball forward, and Adaramola wins it back, good defending. And he's another player that's impressed me over recent weeks. If we could get him back next season, I think that would be brilliant. But whether or not he's going to, well, as I say, that is a poor pass. It's just gifted Borough a chance, but poor through ball straight through to the hands of Murphy Cooper, who bowls it out quite quickly, looking for Sean Vizier with his orange boots to match his orange hair at the moment. Marvellous Nakamba, left-footed pass inside for Jarvis Thornton. Just stroking the ball around a little bit, under a bit of pressure from Borough, but not putting under too much. Just a little bit risky, passing it out from the back, but we're doing well. And Liam Palmer now will have it in a bit of space to run into on this right-hand side. Just coming up to the halfway, he'll pass it inside for Marvellous Nakamba. Nakamba will play it to Max Lowe in that back four. Forward pass, looking for Charlie McNeil. He'll go back to Adaramola. It's a little bit of possession from Wednesday, not really threatening much, but just having a few touches on the ball. Frustrating Borough, I can imagine, who are trying to put us under a little bit of pressure. Back to Adaramola, to Altobayo, inside for Cooper. That's a poor pass, and it's a goal. That an absolute made a hash of that. I'm just saying there, I was just comfortable on the ball, just passing it around, but Gabe Otobayo's just, dear me, an absolute hospital pass inside for Murphy Cooper. Murphy Cooper's on his heels. Yeah, absolute shocker. Gabe Otobayo made a mistake last week against Charlton. He's done exactly the same again today. Got to be better. Got to be better than that. Just watching it back now, it's you got to know when to play out from the back, and you've got to know when to go long. I think we played probably 1, 2, 3 too many passes at the back there. We were getting put under pressure. Yeah, you've got to put your laces through it at times, and it was just too casual. I mean, it's in front of Murphy Cooper, but it's too far in front of him. Morgan Whittaker's got a march on him, and there we go. We've got it all to do. 10, 11 minutes gone. Middlesbrough 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Dear me, that's just an absolute kick in the teeth, isn't it? Really, that just we've looked all right as well in this opening 10 minutes. We've looked fairly comfortable, and we've just given them an absolute gift of a goal. Borough have looked nervous. Borough have looked like they have looked like a team that's not won a game in the last 6, and now we've done it. Look, Gabe Otabayo picked himself up from that mistake he made against Charlton. All right, that didn't end up in a goal. We got away with it that time. We haven't got away with it this time. It is a goal, but he's got to do the same. He's got to pick himself up, got to dust himself down, and hopefully we can go again, because it'll be interesting what we do, whether we continue to play it out from the back. I don't think we've got the players to do it personally. I don't mind it as a tactic, but you've got to have the personnel to do that, and I don't think we have it at the moment. You need a Shalabar in there that can. I know we've got Marvellous Nakamba. I haven't seen much of him though. And Shalabar can just be that person that he offers an out, and he always comes and offers for it. I didn't see Jarvis Thornton offering for the ball. I didn't see Marvellous Nakamba offering for the ball either. But look, let's dust itself down and we go again. Graham says that was a classic case as to why you don't mess around with the ball at the back. Get it away. End of. I do get why we do it. Not only from a Sheffield Wednesday perspective, but from a football perspective, I get it. You invite the team onto you, a few passes, a few triangles, and you're away. But they pushed us back and back and back to the point where, like I said, go Charlie McNeil with an effort from range. It's an easy save, and it was going wide as well. Joel says, if you want to win games, we have to do the basics. Simple as. Could not agree more with you, Joel. And you just we can keep talking about it. It's just a mistake. Look, let's this season's over and done with, innit? Let's be honest about it. I know we want to win as many games as we can and we want to get to 0, but in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. As Middlesbrough hit it from range, he's tugged it and it's gone wide, well wide in the end from target. Graham says there's a time to play about with it and a method. Look, like I said, that ball should have gone at least 2 passes earlier than what it did. I think Palmer got caught. Palmer could have just gone down the line and got rid. Look, like I said, it is what it is. Kevin says, unfortunately, Gabe has one of those in him every game, and it's unfortunate as well because I think he's been better and better every week. Just me and Matt talking about him at the weekend. I thought, despite that little mistake that he made, obviously we got away with it this time. We haven't, have we? And all the fingers will be pointed at him as Blackburn have taken the lead as well away at the Sty. Phil says it would never have happened in the 80s under Wilco. Unfortunately, Phil, the game has moved on a lot from the time where you had one substitute and all that sort of stuff. I think some of those players from that era will be turning in the grave seeing some of the football that's on offer at the moment. But look, it is what it is. As Adaramola puts the afterburners on and absolutely bursts past the right back. Cross comes in with his left foot. Charlie McNeil just swung the left foot at it. Didn't really connect. And it's, no trouble for the keeper as Henrik Pedersen frantically writing his notes down. Maybe he's writing, do not pass out from the back. Maybe. Borough have given it away, but it's another back pass that's a bit short, and Murphy Cooper has to come racing out, but he's done well to clear it up to halfway, and Borough will have it. Target on the left, passes it back to Ayling, goes back to the centre back, who I don't know his name because I'm not, I'm not up with the Borough team. No, as well. Hats off to all the commentators as well that know all the names of the players and things, because it's an absolute nightmare as Wednesday come forward. No, Borough come forward. Apologies. Conway dispossessed and the ball goes back to halfway. Wednesday a bit under the cosh at the moment. I think the goal has just settled Middlesbrough down and they're quite happy now, just stroking the ball around. Got the tails up a little bit now as Whittaker gives the ball away and Palmer wins a foul in the corner. Football Dog says, where's Deshaun Bernard? He's injured at the moment. He is back in training, or he's certainly been doing some light training anyway. He should, well, fingers crossed, he'll have a full pre-season and he'll be back next season. Melissa says it just proves that he's so young and needs experience around him, like a Liam Cooper when he is fit. Phil says Gabe should have been on loan in League One and League Two, but circumstances have stopped that. Olgies says, just remember in 15 years' time, we'll all be saying, I bet you didn't even remember the -3 season as we all qualify for Europe. I think we'll all be there and saying, were you there in that season where we only won one game all year, all season? That will definitely be one of those as the ball comes forward now, and Thornton passes it out to Adaramola, but it's a poor pass in the end, but he does get there, passes it back, looking for Max Lowe to Nakamba. Nakamba looking forward, looking for a cross, comes in, and Sean Fazier with a bit of an acrobatic spin that he did, which came to absolutely nothing as Borough clear the lines, but only as far as Liam Palmer, who will play it into Sean Fazier. Nakamba, Thornton, couple of passes, Palmer with a bit of space and time, plays it inside to Thornton. Not really much movement for Wednesday, but just slowing things down. Obviously, Borough with the lead. They're happy to let us have it. It's Adaramola heading back to his own goal, but he uses pace to trying to do something as we've, again, passing it out from the back here. Oh, not Marvelous Nakamba with a neat little turn there. Again, just getting caught in possession. It's not, we don't need to do it. Is it Otabeo finds McNeil in space? Can he find a shot? No, he's shepherded out, but he'll push it out onto his left-hand side. Adaramola will have it. Just coming up to 20 minutes in this game. Middlesbrough 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Max Lowe has it. He'll keep running, and he'll still keep running. Max Lowe in the box. Oh! Tried to play it across. He's gone down. Heskey, that's never going to be a penalty in a million years. He opened up for Max Lowe. Nice little 1-2 around the corner, and he was in as Middlesbrough now come forward. Running at Gabe Otabeo, easily gets past him. Conway has it, edge of the box. Conway's looking to fashion a shot, but Wednesday have got the men back. Morgan Whittaker, but he's dispossessed by McNeil. Borough have it on the right-hand side, looking for a cross. They've got two men to aim at. Just waiting for that exact moment. Wednesday just standing off at the moment. As they come forward, edge of the box. Get a tackle in. It's a killing effort, and Otabeo has to head it away. Another cross comes in, back stick, nobody there. Dear me. Living life dangerously at the moment as Borough searching for that second edge of the box. Shot comes in, deflected, get rid of it, and it's hacked away for a corner in the end from Max Lowe. Dear me. Graham says, all I can hear is the away end. Yes, marvellous support, as always. Football Dork says, proof Sheffield Wednesday is the best team in the world. Least points in a season. Yep, of course. We all know that. One arm aloft. It's going to be a corner, right-footed in-swinger from Britain, headed away from Otabeo only as far as the edge of the box. Borough will have it. Pass it out to that right-hand side, and Britain looking for a pass. McNeil has got back, though, but it's a great pass around the corner. Borough still have it. Trying to fashion an opening to get across him, but they can't do anything at the moment. Britain has it inside. Oh, it's a cross into the box, and a shot saved by Murphy Cooper, diving down to his left, and pushes it away for another Middlesbrough corner. Yeah, it's just too easy, that. It's just he's controlled it and he's hit it fairly early as Morgan Whittaker. Obviously, he's already got one goal to his name, looking for a second. And yeah, it was, I think, in the end, a fairly routine stop from Murphy Cooper as the ball comes in. That's got to be offside, surely. Murphy Cooper, great goalkeeping. There's no flag. Hey, now then, ref. Palmer bursting down this right-hand side. He's bundled off the ball, and it's going to be a Borough throw-in. Wednesday looking for a free kick, or at least a throw-in. Got neither in the end. Matt says I need to put 50 pence in meter, so apologies if the connection is a bit choppy. It says I've not dropped any frames, so I'm not too sure what's happening there. Let me know if it is a bit choppy or not. Not that I can do anything about it, because we just have to leave it as it is. But just so that I'm aware. Or is it Matt's internet? Could be Matt's internet. That would always be a bonus. Fazir has it on the right-hand side. He's lots of play it back, and he's been dispossessed, and Target comes forward, edge of the box. Now, crossing. Oh, dear me. It's a cross come in. Strelick's hit it at the near post. And it's actually a block from Gearbots Bayo in the end. Oh, it is a good block as well. Looks like that were going in if it hadn't got it. Great block from Otubayo. Made amends there for that mistake that he made for the first goal, but I have to say that Middlesbrough are knocking on the door, and it's probably only going to be a matter of time until they get a second if it carries on like this. Whittaker with a corner, left-footed. Edge of the 6-yard box, free header. Jaden Heskey has to head it behind for another corner. Is that, 4 corners that they've had? 5 corners now? Law of Averages says that they're probably going to score one of these at some point, especially with our record with the corners. Corner comes in. Header! Headed away over the bar again by, who was that? Jerry Yates in the 6-yard box? Another corner. Whittaker will take it. Left-footed. Corner comes in. Front post. Nobody there. McNeil will knock it clear. And it's Sean Fazir will try and control it on the run. Gets it all wrong, and it'll be a throw-in that's taken quickly on halfway by Borough. Borough not wasting any time here, looking for another goal to really put us to the sword at the moment. They can smell blood, and since Borough have scored, it's been all Borough at the moment. We did well in the first 10 minutes, but that goal has really knocked the stuffing out of us, and I have to say that Borough, like I said, it's been relatively easy for them at the moment. But we're still 1-0. We're still in with a chance. Basically, if you fall over as well and just hold the ball, the ref will give a free kick as Conway wins a free kick after a challenge from Sean Fazir. They're coming up on this right-hand side now. Wednesday win the ball back and can come up with Max Lowe. Go on, Max Lowe. Great ball looking for, is it for Jerry Yates, I think it is, with these bright orange boots, and Sean Fazir will help him. Oh, Sean Fazir's got that totally wrong. Dear, oh dear, miss kick. Oh, I mean, every Sunday League footballer's done that. You know, you go to hit it with your right foot, but you hit it with your left first, and you know exactly what I mean. Well, that's what Sean Fazir did on the edge of the box. Did all the hard work, great run, found so much space. As marvellous as Nakamba is just, looks like a sniper's shot him from the roof of the stand, to be fair. A bit soft, but we'll take it nonetheless. Ollie says, well, the positive news is the end of the season is incredibly close. Thank God. Yes, agreed. Right. It's going to be a Charlie McNeil that's put the ball down. He's not going to shoot from there, surely. Cross comes in, looking back post, looking for Otubayo. Middlesbrough can clear it. Nobody up there for them, and Murphy Cooper will come out halfway in his own half and pick the ball up, and he'll just lay it off for Teo Adaramola. Short pass looking for Thornton, who'll go all the way back to Cooper once again. Cooper, will he go short? Will he go long? He's put under pressure, and he's put under pressure there, and he's just kicked it straight out of play. But he didn't need to do that there. Didn't look like there were anything on for him. He was looking, there was no pass on. He needs to be better at that. Borough also passing it out from the back, showing us exactly how it's done. The difference was when we gave that goal away, it was a proper press, weren't it? They were, every man had someone on him, and it was only inevitable that, that was going to happen as Otabeo plays it back now to Cooper. This time he's got enough on it, and Cooper will clear up to halfway, but it's won back by Borough. Neither side can really hold on to the ball at the moment, and as I say that, Borough do have it. Quite happy to just pass it around at the back as we're approaching half an hour into this game. Only 2 more games left of the season after this one. Our season was done a long, long time ago, middle of February, in fact. But two games to go to get those 3 points that are desperately, desperately needed to make sure that we finish on positive points by the end of the season. As ball goes forward, the camera just pans over to the Wednesday fans. The stat on the screen: Sheffield Wednesday have lost 15 of their 21 away games in the Championship this season. Only in 46. It's gone off before I ended up reading it. I'm guessing that we must have said only in 2 seasons have we lost more, I presume, if that's what that was about to say. Melissa says, hopefully after this game, there's only 1 more game until the takeover is completed. Yes, they are looking for the May the 1st as a deadline or a target date to get the takeover done. That's a week on Friday. Oh, I just hope it gets done. I really, really hope it does. I've got my inflatables at the ready. There we go. Obviously, that's the Pelican, as Wednesday have won a free kick on the edge of the box. But this is a bit more interesting. If you're wondering what that is, that's not a naked woman or anything like that. I think that's the palm tree, I want to say, that's in there. It's 12. 3 beach balls, a dolphin, a fish, I think. But yeah, got the inflatables ready for the last game of the season. It's a free kick on the edge of the box. Charlie McNeil will put the ball down. Probably 20 yards out. Fairly central. A bit further than 20 yards in the end. Probably closer to 30. A little bit further out. I'm sure he was closer than that when he was brought down. But McNeil looks like he fancies it. The wall's ready. McNeil runs up, right-footed, hits it, and it's gone over the bar. That was never going to trouble the goalkeeper in the end. Look, great to have an effort like that. Yeah, just leading back, always going over the bar. Difficult one, and Borough will now come away with it. Target on this left-hand side will play it inside to Luke Ayling. Ayling just waiting, looking for that pass. He'll play inside to Fry. Middlesbrough just happy at the moment, just keeping possession. They've had approaching 60% possession so far in this game. I think the last game against Charlton was the first time that we had more than 50 in a long, long time. But we haven't had more of the ball tonight. That's the hosts that have been trying to dictate play. I think I keep coming back to it. The first 10 minutes, they looked all over the place. And the goal that we gifted them has just allowed them to calm down a little bit. And we had them where we needed them. And we didn't need to do that. We've just given them all the momentum. Palmer has it on the right-hand side, looking forward for Fazia. Back to goal. Goes back to Palmer. Palmer inside to Fazia again, who will manage to shake off his defender and will clip it out to Nakamba on this left-hand side. Can he use a bit of his pace? Left-footed, looking for Charlie McNeil. Nakamba's ran on the overlap, but he can't be found as we have to go all the way back. And Max Lowe has it. Max Lowe halfway, clips it forward, looking for a diag. Looking for Sean Fazia. It doesn't get there. Sean Fazia will put Conway under pressure, but Conway comes away with it. Shrugs him off. Strelec, 2 men Fazir and Gabe Otobayo double-teamed him and they come away with it, isn't it? Yeah, it's just back to front constantly in this game. There's not a second to just put a foot on the ball as Max Lowe looks for. It's a great ball for Adaramola. Adaramola, first time left foot, he's got to take a touch. Just every single game, we get to that final third and we just absolutely shit our pants. Like, I know we can go back to it, and I know people are going to say we know why we're in this sort of position. But every single time we get there, it's so frustrating because we look good in between. And as Adaramola gets brought down, and it's going to be another free kick in left-hand side. It's an opportunity to get across into the box. It's Adaramola who just runs past Meander, and he, to be fair, he did win the ball. Melander it is, apologies. Steve says, evening, James. Well, I gave it 30 minutes, but needed to come on here to get through this match. Steve, thanks for the support, as always. Old Geezer take over on the first, then people complaining from the third. You know it, Old Geezer. Right. McNeil, hope this cross can be better than his last free kick effort, but he won't be shooting, I don't think, from this position. 2 hands aloft. Does that mean back post? Well, that's where it's gone anyway. Looking for Otobayo. Bundles his man over. Doesn't get any contact on the ball. And the ball will just sail straight out for a goal kick. Blackburn have scored a second against our dear neighbours. Middlesbrough just looking to play it out from the back, but they've gone long, looking for... I've no idea. I ain't got a clue who that one's for, because the ball's just sailed straight through to Murphy Cooper. I can see why Borough fans will be frustrated. Like, you think, Borough, when you look at the team that they've got, and you look at, where they've been in recent years, you'd like to think that this season would be when you're looking, again, no disrespect to Millwall, but when you look at Millwall being second, and we've all said that this season has not been great, probably one of the poorest championships that there's been in a long, long time. You look at Leicester, who were tipped to be up there. I know they've had the points deductions, but they've fallen by the wayside. Southampton didn't start very well. Even Ipswich didn't start well either. And they've just not really capitalised on it, have they? As the cross comes in, is it going to go for a corner? It is a corner to Middlesbrough. Corner number, 6, is it, that they've had? Phil says, liking Teo's driving runs. Agreed. Why is that not working? I'm trying to bring your comment up, but it's not working at the moment. So we'll try that in a second. There we go. Yeah, agreed, Phil. It got a pace. I mean, that's something that we'd had with Gassama, but coming out from that wing-back role, yeah, it's quite refreshing to see, to be fair, as cross comes in, target, it's a header, it's a looping header, but it'll go over the bar. It was Brown that got his head onto it. It had Murphy Cooper a little bit worried, but it needn't be, because it was about a couple of feet over the bar in the end. It was a kind of looping header looking for the back stick. No bother in the end. Ten minutes to go until the end of the first half. Other than the free kick that we haven't really had much in a sense of any chances really since that goal gone in, which has been a shame. As Britain on this right hand side, Whittaker has it. He's been bundled off the ball. Max Lowe really strong in the tackle there. Fantastic defending there. Whittaker had it on the right hand side. Looks to go past him. Max Lowe said, absolutely not. Get to the ground. You're not getting anywhere near this ball. What a player Max Lowe's been as well. And he's another that I think will struggle to keep. His deal's up in the summer. I can't see him signing another one. I really hope he does, because he's another one that, look, has he given me a 9 out of 10 performance this season? Probably not. But I think the lowest rating you'd give him would probably be a 7. He's been 7s and 8s every single week. He's been absolutely fantastic, Max Lowe, and especially I think as well, given that our dear neighbours told us that he was what's happening here? Conway thought it were a Borough throw. Absolutely not. Palmer had none of it, and he was trying to rag the ball off him. Get gone. And now the referee's ref's telling him to go back. Palmer playing the shithousery tactics there, trying to get the Borough fans riled up, and he'll just take the throw in from exactly where he was before he got told to go back. As Jerry Yates is having a tough time this evening, to be fair, getting pulled and pushed all over the place. And oh Jesus, that was Adramola said, "Go on then, how's your touch, Murphy Cooper?" As he fired it back to him, and luckily Murphy Cooper were more than equal to it. Conway running inside. I've noticed that Conway looks to go wide and is always looking to drive inside. Whittaker will have it on the right-hand side. Whittaker passes it inside. Morris has it. Cross comes in, straight into the arms of Murphy Cooper, who'll just bowl it out to Palmer on this right-hand side, who's got a bit of space to come forward. Nobody coming anywhere near, up to halfway, and it's a poor pass. It's just blocked. He was looking for Sean Vizier, but Target gets a foot on it, and it'll go out for a throw-in on this near side. Another 5 or 6 minutes left of this first half. Wednesday still in the game, but they've been better in the last 5 minutes or so, but still can't really fashion any sort of chance at all. We defensively we looked okay, but we just can't get the ball into the final third at all. We just seem to be devoid of any sort of ideas. I know myself and Matt were talking at the weekend about that lack of creativity, and it's on show again today. It's like we have to. It's almost like the chance has to just come at us. We can't create the chance. You know, we're looking to Charlie McNeil. Nothing's sticking with him. Jerry Yates is running around, but he's not getting much service at all. You know, Sean Vizier just been doing a few fresh air kicks in the end. Adramola's looked all right. He's got forward, but again, it's that final killer pass. We get into that within the 18-yard box, and you're just looking for a man that either the man's not there or the pass just isn't quite good enough. And 4 shots, none on target at the moment. 9 for Middlesbrough, 2 on target for them. Ball back to the Borough goalkeeper, and Heskey will put him under a little bit of pressure. But when you're pressed, you've got to press with more than one player. Borough, these moans and groans, they are 1-0 up, but they're not home and hosed by any stretch of the imagination yet, and just far too many stray passes from Borough at the moment. And Max Lowe up to McNeil. McNeil finds Max Lowe again, turns, twists, turns again. Adaramola on his outside. Will he find him? He does. Adaramola has it. Can he do something with it? Max Lowe's there, and he'll pass it back to Max Lowe. Max Lowe inside. And just go all the way back to Palmer. Palmer with a great pass, finding Thornton. Thornton's going to strike one with his right foot over the bar. Not by much, but the keeper was never going to be troubled by that one. And a shot from, 25 yards out. Why not? I mean, he just opened up for him. He's controlled it. The ball was there to be hit. And again, ball ever rising. Like one of my 5 irons, that, from earlier on this afternoon. Just going not where I wanted it. we seem to be playing with... We press, but we're pressing with 2 players. It's not going to work. Middlesbrough obviously play out from the back. They might not be very good at it, but they want to play out from the back, and it's just far too easy for him. And you've just got 2 men just totally out of the game then. as Borough just stroking around at the back, just 5 or 10 yards outside of the halfway line as they go over halfway now. Just Borough just happy to have it. I don't think the fans are happy for this bit of football, but now they've pumped it forward on the right hand side, coming into the box, edge of the box. Whittaker, can he find someone? It's a shot, and Murphy Cooper's more than equal to it, and it's just over the bar. Dear oh dear, that was well done from Cooper in the end. I wouldn't say it was an orthodox save, but did well to get it away. It's another corner. It was I've no idea. I don't think you teach them sorts of saves, but fair play. Another corner. 7, I have that. Steve says, liking the shit referee, ole, ole chance. Corner comes in, header! And the ref's going to give a goal kick for that one, but the Luke Ayling seems to think otherwise. Let's have a look. The corner comes in. It's come off Max Lowe, that. And Max Lowe's nearly kicked the player's head off as well. OCD says, how many of these players will be in your side next year? I mean, in terms of natural ability, and I know some of these players are on loan as well. I like Adaramola. I like Jerry Yates as well. I think a cross comes in, 6-yard box, and it's battered away, and it's a strike from Alan Brown, and he goes straight over the bar. I think Jerry Yates is decent. I'd like Heskey as well. I think he's got better and better, and I think he'll do well in a League One side next year. Again, I don't know whether both those are realistic or not. I would like Adaramola. Again, he's not a Wednesday player. Other than that, Max Lowe, I'd definitely keep Cooper as well. Other than that, to be fair, take him or leave him. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't be too fussed if we didn't keep any of the others. The problem we've got is that the vast majority of those players I mentioned aren't Sheffield Wednesday players, so which is a huge shame. Borough have it. We're into the 1 minute of added on time as Sean Fazeer's bundled off the ball. I don't think that was a foul either, and Conway is penalised. Wednesday will have a... Yeah, that's not a foul, unfortunately. Sean Fazeer's got to be stronger. Happens far too many times for Sean. I think, you know what, he's done well. Let's not forget that he isn't a right back. He's very much supposed to be a defensive midfielder, but he's been thrust out at right back. He's played there for the vast majority of the season, and he's done all right. Let's has he been amazing? No, but he's certainly done a job. Steve says, why do we never cross the ball when we get into wide positions? I've been asking that for far too many times. We just know. I said no. We just shit ourselves in the final third, don't we? Phil, we are shocking in the last third. Joel, decent half, just let ourselves down as per. As the half-time whistle goes, Middlesbrough 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Do let me know in the comments what you thought of that first half. The major talking point is the Middlesbrough goal. We gifted them, didn't we, really? We absolutely gifted them that goal, passing out from the back, which, again, I don't mind, but there is a time and a place to do that, and that wasn't the time or the place. Gabe Otabayo with a bit of a hospital pass in the end, putting Murphy Cooper under far too much pressure. Morgan Whittaker got there in front of him, and if Morgan Whittaker was there to effectively slide it into the empty net. Other than that, there hasn't been that many chances. Middlesbrough have been on top. I think up until the goal, it was all Wednesday. Borough looked nervous, they looked shaky. They've made far too many mistakes early doors. And then since the goal, we found it very difficult to fashion any sort of chance. Max Lowe got into the box, couldn't really find an opening. There was Teo Adoromola's done exactly the same, getting to wide areas, can't quite find the cross, whether that's because there's nobody to aim at. You've got Jerry Yates to look at, and Charlie McNeil. Charlie McNeil swung a foot at a few efforts. They've gone over the bar. Charlie McNeil had another chance from a free kick that went sailing over the bar as well. But other than that, Borough, probably the Strelic chance was probably the best one that they had. Pulled back to the front post, and Gabe Otabayo making amends for the mistake that he made, blocking that one that went wide. I mean, Middlesbrough have had loads of corners. Was it 6 or 7 corners that they've had in that first half, which is crazy numbers. And as of yet, we've defended them quite well, but we can't continue to play in the way that we are doing. I don't know what can be done. Do you know what as well? For me, when Olaf Kabatsky's played, obviously when he came off the bench, he looked bright. I'm probably looking to do something similar. I don't think we're going to make a change at half time. I mean, I don't know whether Nathaniel Shalabar will come on at half time. If you remember, last time we were at the Riverside, at this point, we were behind at half time. It was 3-0 that day. Nathaniel Shalabar came on. I think we made a triple substitution at half time, and we drew the game 3-3. I don't know. I'm not saying we need to make 3 subs at half time, but Nathaniel Shalabar that day was an absolute Rolls Royce, and probably one of his best performances that he's had in a Wednesday shirt. I mean, look, there wasn't many of them. There hasn't been many of them. Let's put it that way. So he's not many to choose from. But I thought it was fantastic that time. I don't know. Maybe we need something similar. Would it be harsh on Nakamba and Thornton? I don't think they've really put a foot wrong, but I just think we need a bit of something. And Shalabar is just that calming presence on the ball. The problem we've got as well is we haven't got much going forward. I don't know whether Jamal Lowe would be wheeled out. Again, I don't think it'll be from half time, but yeah, let's come to the comments. Rich Evans says, just tune into here, we just shit ourselves, don't we? Made me proud to be Yorkshire. It should be sit our sends. That's what I should have said in it, Richard. But we do, don't we? We're getting to the final third, and we don't have anything. We don't have anything going forward at all. Football Dork says United losing 3-0. I will run through some of the scores from the other games. Man City 1, Burnley 0 in the Premier League. 35 minutes gone. Leeds drawing with Bournemouth. It's Birmingham 2, Preston 1. Ipswich have equalised against Charlton. That's 1-1. And then Blackburn 3, Sheffield United 0 at their place. In League One, it's Cardiff 0, Port Vale 0. Another team. Oh, that's a team that's been promoted against the team that has been. Have Port Vale officially been relegated? I think they have, haven't they? No, they haven't. Although they've got 3 games, 9 points. They need more than a draw at the moment, so they will be relegated if it stays as it is. But they do go above Rotherham with that. If it stays at 0-0. Let's. Steve says 2, maybe 3 max in regards to how many players that he would keep. Just going back to that one. When you look as well, I mean, another one that you would look to keep is obviously Nathaniel Shalabar, but how many minutes is he going to? How many games is he going to give you? Probably, how many minutes is he going to give you? He's not played hardly any games so far this season. He's been out long term. He scored that goal, didn't he, at Leicester, and everyone thought, that's it. He's gonna kick on from this, and we've actually got a decent player on our hands. And then he picks up that injury, and then we haven't seen him, have we, for a long, long time. Granted, when he plays, he looks absolutely fantastic. But would you, if I said to you, I've got a world-class player, not world-class, I've got a decent player, but he plays 7 games a season. Do you want to sign him? Oh, and by the way, he's going to be on a fairly decent wage. You're just going to say no, aren't you? You're not going to say, well, yeah, we'll have him. So I think, whilst I would like a Nathaniel Chalobah. Let's be honest as well. If Nathaniel Chalobah was available for more games this season, he wouldn't be playing for Sheffield Wednesday. I know that for certain. There's a reason why he's at a side that's picked up just, 14 points, 15 points all season, and that's because he hardly plays. Phil says we don't help ourselves. Agreed. Alex, we'd be better next season. Keep a few players. A lot of the players just got to go. Yep, agreed. Steve, I'd be happy with Cooper when Charles leaves. Max Lowe and I think Adaramola could be worth keeping. I was just talking about Max Lowe before, Steve, and I just can't see him staying. His contract's up at the end of the season. I think he will have suitors, certainly in the Championship, for another season or two. A side like a Portsmouth or a Charlton maybe, or someone like that. I'm not saying he's not good enough. I think he is a great player. Obviously he's had his injury problems as well, but I just think they'll certainly, someone will give him an offer in the Championship, and it's whether or not. Obviously, it all depends on how much they're going to offer him. All depends on how much we can offer him. But yeah, he's definitely certainly a player that I would look to keep. He's just steady Eddie, isn't he? He's just constantly a 7 or 8 out of 10. And I think you need some players like that. Is he going to give you a 9 or a 10 out of 10 performance? Probably not. He hasn't done so yet. I mean, he might have had a few 9s. I think he's had he has had some good performances. But he's never going to give you any less than a 7, in my opinion. I don't think he's had a bad game for Wednesday, which you just need that consistency, don't you, in the end? And I think he gives you that in abundance. And he says, will it depend if we are wage capped on who stays and who goes? 100%. I think, obviously, the players that are under contract, that's it. That's set in stone. But those that are out of contract, then yes, if we have still got the wage restrictions. I mean, my understanding, and I've not officially, this has not been mentioned, but I go back to the David Storch statement, and he was really annoyed at the fact that we'd been given the 15-point deduction. Now, nothing was said about the wage restriction. Nothing was said about the £7,000 a week. Nothing was said about this £7 million a season either. So if you're annoyed about the points deduction, surely you would also mention the restrictions on the wages. Now, I could be putting 2 and 2 together here and getting 7. But to me, that sounds like something's been done somewhere with that. Obviously, there's been positive talks as well with the EFL. I'm sure this would have been discussed. So you're right. If we have got the points deduction, yes, it will definitely hamper us in terms of how much money we can offer your likes of your Max Lowe's. But if those restrictions have gone, then yeah, obviously then you've got to weigh up, how much are we willing to spend in League One? I don't want to get into a situation that we've been in the past where we're paying far too much money for players and we get ourselves in a bit of a pickle. This is where your director of football comes in and your CEO as well. Looking at the numbers, looking at how much you've got in terms of budget, not making decisions based on raw emotion, as our previous owner definitely did. I like that player. I like Michael Smith. I'm going to give him a big contract. I like Callum Patterson. I'm going to pay him nearly the most out of anyone at the football club. I like Liam Palmer. I'm going to do the same for him. I don't like Josh Windass, so I'm going to pay him absolute peanuts. And well, guess what? Oh, he's left. Oh, that's a shame. That's a surprise. Hopefully, when these people come in to the football club, we actually make proper business decisions and footballing decisions as well. And I think it's something that we've got to come to terms with as a fan base. There will be players that we might want to keep, but we just simply can't keep them. There might be players like Pierce Charles is a prime example that we want to keep, but we just can't afford him. So yeah, we need to adjust our expectations somewhat, because there'll be some players that, like I said, we're just going to have to move on to bring the money in to mean we can make that next step. Phil says definitely try and get Teo for next season. Agreed. And look, it seems like he's enjoying himself. All right, he's playing Championship football at the moment, which he's not our player. He's a Crystal Palace player. They'll quite like that he's coming up against other Championship players. Now, whether he could get a Championship deal next season, we'll have to wait and see. But certainly, I will be making inquiries to keep Teo Ramola next season. 110%. His pace, he just needs to sort out that the pass in the final third, just a bit more composure, get a crossing, or just find a man, do something. Don't just turn around and go back. He gets into great positions, but doesn't do anything with it. Phil also says a pay-as-you-play contract for Chalobah. If he takes it, then 100%. Would he take it though? Depends on what other opportunities he's being given. Rich has given us a list. He says keep McNeil, Max Lowe, Jerry Yates, plus a few of the young guns. That's it. Need 22 new players and an honourable mention to Palmer. I just want to point out as well, like some of these players, it's not because, like Palmer, for example. Personally, I think, yes, we're dropping down, but he's a year older, and this is probably an opportunity for him to move on. I think now, we can't just keep these players for every season. I think he's done absolutely fantastically well. He's been called upon and probably played far too many minutes than he's perhaps thought he would have done over the past couple of seasons, and been an absolute great servant. And it doesn't mean that you don't like the player or anything if you've got to move him on. That's just a fact of life, and it's just what happens in football, isn't it, really? Steve, is Valerie still under contract? Yes, he is. Jan Valerie's under contract until not this summer, next summer, but he's one that will, he will be sold 100%. Obviously, he's going to the World Cup with Tunisia. He's at Young Boys in Switzerland, I want to say, at the moment. And he's been playing for him as well. I don't think they've been doing brilliantly. They played a friendly a few days ago, apparently. Has their season finished? I have no idea. I know they have some... If you ever play Football Manager and you do play for other teams on the continent or manage other teams on the continent, it is a bit strange with some of the rules that they have. But anyway, that's for another time. As the Wednesday players will come out for this second half. It doesn't look like we'll be making any changes. So it's as we were for the first half. Murphy Cooper in goal, Liam Palmer, Gabe Otsubeo, Max Lowe, Sean Fazier, Jaden Heske, Marvellous Nakamba, Jarvis Thornton, Teo Adaramola, Charlie McNeil and Jerry Yates leading the line. Looks like Middlesbrough are going to be unchanged as well. It's Middlesbrough 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. A goal on 11 minutes. A gifted goal as well that Borough scored. A mix-up in defence and trying to play it out from the back. Didn't work. Morgan Whittaker nipped in and scored in a almost empty goal. But yeah, let's see what we can do. Ollie says, would you try and get Heskey back next season? Yes, I would. I think he's a player that's just finding his feet, but getting better and better as every week goes on. And again, I think a drop down into League One won't do him too much harm. Whether or not Man City would want to do that, or whether they would try and get him another gig in the Championship, we'll have to wait and see. Phil says, Heskey needs someone who can put his foot on the ball next to him. Yeah. Steve, that will bring in a few quid. I wonder what you meant there, but I do, obviously in relation to Jan Valerie, I think, are we talking millions? Or $1 million, maybe? I don't know, we'll see. Palmer there, getting the ball away, obviously electing not to go back to Murphy Cooper this time. Maybe that's been an instruction from Henrik Pedersen, and the ball is booted long. Right, can we get something from this game? Can we get back into it? We need a goal from somewhere A reminder that we came back from behind against Charlton at the weekend. We've got to come back from behind once again. We haven't done that many times this season. Let's have a look. Points after falling behind. I can't imagine it's been many. 3. We've drawn 3. We've been losing 33 times this season. We've lost 30 of those and drawn just 3. We have the least number of points from losing positions out of any team in the Championship. Oxford a second with 5. Charlton a third from bottom, should I say, with 6. Watford actually have one of the most points from losing positions. Obviously came back twice against us to draw. Didn't beat us this season, but yeah, they have won 6, drawn 9, and lost just 15. Been behind a whopping 30 times this season and won 27 points from losing positions. Wrexham have won 22. That's the difference, isn't it, as well? I mean, I know Watford aren't up there, but you know, Coventry are. They've been behind 15 times, lost just 7. So when they go behind, they only lose half the games. Difference to us is we go behind, and well, the Charlton game was only the 3rd time that we've actually managed to get anything out of a game when going behind. We've got to do it again today, as it's a poor pass from Borough, and Max Lowe will come away with it. Thornton, bit of a hospital pass to Max Lowe again, and Ayling will now bring it forward, looking for Morgan Whittaker. It's a bit scrappy, but Adaramola will try and come away with it and use his pace as he kicks it past the defender, but he'll run into the Borough man. Malander it was who he ran into. Wednesday have it though on the right hand side with Sean Fazier. He'll clip it forward looking for Jaden Hesker, but it's too far in front of him. Malander will have it coming forward. He's got space on his right hand side and he finds Britton. Malander now has it. Morgan Whittaker flicks it forward for Britton. Good tackle from Max Lowe, but Middlesbrough will still have it. Morgan Whittaker, edge of the box. He's bundled to the ground and referee says no foul, and the camber will turn. It's very frantic out there, and that's not a foul. I mean, it's a foul for us, but it's really soft. You just go down and you get a free kick. No, it's not a foul. That isn't a foul. That is one thing that does piss me off about the modern game. I know we were talking about playing out from the back and stuff like that, but just how players just fall over far too easy and just get a foul, especially defenders as well. If defender goes down, he will 110% get a free kick. Ball's clipped forward looking for Jerry Yates, who goes down, but referee tells him to get straight back up, but he'll win the ball. That looked like a handball from Heskey, but nothing given. Thornton has it, and Thornton put under pressure. I mean, Middlesbrough are putting us under a bit of a press here, and obviously they can sense that we're not great on the ball. There's Otabeo, and it's a pass on the left-hand side for Max Lowe. Gets there, but all he could do is advance the ball forward up to halfway. Oh, Jerry Yates, he's got a foot in it, but he's gone straight to the Borough man, edge of the box. Looking for a shot. There's 4 Wednesday men there, and Wednesday can come away. It's just, get your foot on it, man. Ball forward over the top, and Murphy Cooper will come out and collect it. Murphy Cooper will bowl it out, looking for Jarvis Thornton, who can turn and bring it forward. Adaramola's on his outside. Can he find him? No, he'll check back and pass it to Nakamba on halfway, who plays it out to Hesker. Hesker skips past one man. Palmer will have it. Just need a bit of movement. You look to the players up top, and they're all static. It's very easy to defend against when there's no movement, and the ball's given away now, and Jarvis Thornton just drags onto his shirt. He's going to get a booking for that, and they were absolutely through. I mean, Jarvis Thornton's held on to the shirt of who was it? And Melander, I think it was. And he's actually not brought him down. It's really poor. And, yeah. I mean, if you're a Borough fan, you'd be absolutely pissed off at that. The ball's been slipped into Whittaker, and he were through. And the free kick's been given. Melander's also been given a yellow card for gesturing to the referee to give a yellow card. So Thornton's been given a yellow, and Melander's also been given a booking. Is it Melander or is it Whittaker that's been booked? I'm not too sure. Whittaker has been booked so far, but we'll see. As we hear the Wednesday Are Massive chant coming from the away end, it is Melander that's also picked up a booking as well. Charlie McNeil in a one-man wall. The ball a good 35, 40 yards out. Right of centre. I don't think he's looking for a shot. He's going to clip it to the back post, it looks, but can Wednesday deal with it? Ball comes in, right-footed, looking for the back stick, and it's a header. Get away with it. Come on, one of you. Oh, my days. What's happening here? Dear, oh, dear. That was slapstick comedy defending, that one. Nobody could get the ball away, but eventually we do. Everywhere we go, Wednesday Are Massive. Everywhere we go, everywhere we go. My lad's been singing that ever since he went to the game at the weekend, which is always good to see. 52 minutes gone, and it's still Middlesbrough 1 at Sheffield Wednesday 0. We've not managed to fashion any sort of chance in this second half, and Middlesbrough have enjoyed a lot of possession at the moment as the ball's clipped forward looking for Morgan Whittaker. He nods it down, and Wednesday can get it clear. Borough still have it on this right-hand side. It's going to be a Borough throw near the corner flag, and they're taking it quickly. Morris has it. Morris tried to... Who was that? Brown tried to play a little cute ball around the corner. Unfortunately, gets it totally wrong and straight out for a goal kick. Wednesday Are Massive. Everywhere we go. Everywhere we go. Murphy Cooper with a goal kick forward over halfway. Thornton trying to battle for the ball, but loses out, and Borough can come forward over halfway this time. Whittaker with space, edge of the box, left foot strike. Cooper's scrambling across his goal line, but fortunately for us, it was always going wide. Yeah, just too much space for Morgan Whittaker there. You can't give someone like him, that sort of space. We did well in the end. Nakamba coming across and getting a challenge in, and never going to trouble Cooper from that sort of distance in the end. Is that handball? No, says the referee, and Fazia can have it. But there's only two men in front of him. This is it. That I said at the weekend, are we playing not to lose rather than trying to play to win? And that's what I mean. We win the ball in a decent position, and there's nobody there to pass to. We have to go back again. It's always go back and regain possession rather than... And we've given the ball away now. Edge of the box. Brown strikes it over the bar. We're lucky there. We're just... We've got the ball in a good position on that right-hand side with Sean Fazia. We've gone back and we've just given the ball away. We're just creating all these problems ourselves, Get more men further forward. I don't think playing Nakamba and Jarvis Thornton, neither of them want to go forward with the ball. So we're playing three centre-backs. Then we've got two defensive midfielders in front of him. All right, Nakamba wants to go forward, and Fazia's trying to go forward. But we just haven't got any attack-minded players. I know we've got Jerry Yates. I know we've also got Charlie McNeil. Heskey's not really attack-minded either, are we? So we're just relying on those two players to do to do anything for us, and it's not really working as the ball gets played up to Jerry Yates and just clips his heels, and on another day could have probably been in there. But yeah, we're just far too defensive. And I know, Middlesbrough are where they are, but they're in dire form. They were shocking in the first 10 minutes. And we're making them look like Brazil at the moment with the way that we're playing. Look, I don't want to be too harsh on us because, it's been a tough season. I'm sure they want to get a win as much as anything else, but I suppose it's on the manager, really, isn't it? Like, the way that we set up. And I know it's only one. He'll say it's only 1-0. It's not 2-0 or 3-0 or 4. It's only 1-0, and whatever it's 1-0, we can perhaps we're still in the game, and I totally get that. But come on, man, we're lucky that it's only 1-0. A better side that we're coming up against, and it could be more than one, as it nearly is there. The free kick comes in, and it's come off a Wednesday man, and it's going to be yet another Middlesbrough corner. All you can hear is the Wednesday fans, by the way. Unreal support, absolute second to none. Corner comes in, headed away. Sean Fazier will pick it up on the edge of his box, and he plays it back to Palmer, who'll just clear up to halfway, and Jerry Yates with all to do. He's brought his man down, and of course it's going to be a Middlesbrough free kick. Yeah, all you need to do is fall over, pick the ball up, and the ref will just give you a foul. Not handball, it will always be a foul. Right, let's come to some comments. Do get in the comments as well if you are in here. Steve says it's dog and duck defending. Phil, we can't keep the ball. Rich, I hope Thornton is sponsoring either Mother Days, birthdays, or Christmas. This guy's golden. Not too sure what you mean on that, Rachel, unless that joke's gone totally over my head. DJ Russell Hodgson says keep Murphy Cooper. Yep, if we can. I know he's at QPR, isn't it? That's his parent club. But yeah, definitely on a loan or a permanent, 100%. Steve definitely setting up not to lose. Yeah. Melissa, why don't we give Moses or Granger a go? Melissa, I'd love to know the answer to that one. I spoke to George Smith the other day, and we spoke about Devlin Moses, we spoke about Will Granger, and also Zane Silcott-Dewberry as well, and all three players that we probably would like to have seen a lot more of, and we haven't seen hardly anything of all three of them. But yeah, I mean, is this the right game for him? We're not. The ball's not sticking, is it? It's not getting up there. Maybe it could be something different, but we're not 1-0 down because of Jerry Yates. I think personally, it's the midfield that's the problem. We just can't get the ball through the midfield at all. As Middlesbrough will make a change, Whittaker, the goal scorer, is going to be coming off, replaced by their number 45, who is Sarmiento. Was he at Ipswich, I want to say? Steve says, you've always got a chance at 1-0, but to have a chance, you've got to have some sort of attacking threat. And we have absolutely none at the moment. I want to know if this guy was at Ipswich or not, or I've got that totally wrong. Yeah, I've got that totally wrong. He was at Burnley. And he was at Ipswich on loan in 2024, so a few years ago. I didn't think I were going mad. The Ecuadorian that's come on to replace the goal scorer. Borough have it, and they've gone all the way back to halfway. They've been brought down, but the referee's going to play advantage. Cross comes in. Header, Conway heads it. Can Adramola get it clear? He can, but no Wednesday player anywhere near the ball at the moment. Borough just have it fairly unopposed on halfway. Wednesday not really looking to win the ball off, and Jerry Jaden Heskey, does win the ball back, but again, nothing there. He's got to go all the way back, and we're now under a bit of pressure. Murphy Cooper will have it, and he'll just knock it long. But again, Heskey flicked it on, looking for Thornton, but he's dispossessed. Like, we can't get out of his own half at the moment. It's not great. I'd love to know when he shows you the action zones. I don't think the ball's been in the Borough half when we've had possession. Borough will quite happily stroke it around in their own half. I don't think we've touched it. There is 2 players set to come on, though, with half an hour to go. Are we going to make the changes now as has been a foul committed? Is Shalabar and Jamal Lowe both going to come on? Marvellous Nakamba for Shalabar. I get that. I mean, this could be pre-planned. I mean, yeah, I would have probably took Thornton off there, to be fair, and it's McNeil that makes way for Jamal Lowe. Heskey's giving... Heskey? Henrik's giving Charles McNeil a big hug. Not sure what for. Right, come on. Middlesbrough on this right-hand side. Callum Britton with it, and he'll have to go back. Sheffield United have got a goal back against Blackburn. 3-1 it is at the Lane. Right. Again, Middlesbrough just enjoying a little bit of possession at the moment. Wednesday can't seem to get the ball off him as they just stroke it around and around the edge of the box. Sarmiento, is he going to strike? Well, it's a tackle that's come flying in from... Oh, Shalabar is down injured. Fuck's sake, man. Honestly. That is done. Well, I don't know. Shalabar's only come on. He's writhing in pain. Has he been kicked in the head? I mean this in the nicest way, but I hope he has been kicked in the head. Because if not, that's a muscle injury. He's all right. He's been kneed on the back of his head, which it'll hurt, but he's going to be all right. I thought that were a muscle injury then, and I thought, gee, this is just our luck. But no, it looks like it's just a knee to the head, and he'll probably be all right, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Steve says, big hug, and he whispered in his ear, proud of you. Proud of the boys. Phil says, you do feel for Yates and McNeil, just no service. Yeah, I have to agree. Like, literally nothing. We can't get the ball out of our own half at the moment as Sarmiento fizzes it across the box and nobody there. Unforgettable says, has there been any update on Sakira's long-term injury? Not that I know of. It's just a player that I've totally forgotten about. Is he the one that scored the absolute wonder goal against Bolton earlier on this season? That was a fantastic goal, wasn't it? Steve says, I think Borough have had tougher training sessions than this. Lee says, what's the point of those substitutions? Should have been Moses and not Lowe. I mean, you could argue, what's the point in any... We've gone like for like with Shalabar for Nakamba. I mean, I'm not sure what we could do. I mean, for me, get Kabatsky on and let's go back to that formation that we were playing against Charlton. This just isn't really working. Again, and it's only 1-0. I get that, but we're not going to win the game unless we change something. We're just... we win the ball back. Like, look, we've won the ball back here for Zia. Up forward to Jerry Yates. Absolutely nobody with him. They've got 7 men back. Now we have a bit of help. Jamal Lowe has it on the edge of the box, but he gets dispossessed and Borough come away with it. There was these 7 of their men, and there were 3 Wednesday players. Eventually, Jerry Yates had it, and there was nobody near him. That's not good enough. Edge of the box, and Adaramola will have it. Here we go. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Wednesday players just sauntering around. They're just walking. What are we doing? There's nobody helping. They're either tired or they're not interested. They're just walking around on the pitch as Thornton now goes down. It's so frustrating. Like, honestly, I know we're not good enough, and we know the reasons why. We haven't got the players to do it, but honestly, like, I don't know. Ian says Shalabar or chocolate bar, Kit Kat, take a break. Let's ask the question. What when we talk about Shalabar's legs, what are they made out of? Are they made out of? We've heard biscuits, Weetabix, Lego. Is there any more? Have we got any others that his legs are made out of? Yeah, it looks like Thornton's going to be coming off. It was a coming together with one of the Borough players, but yeah, he's not walking very freely, and he will be replaced. Yeah, Thornton is going to be coming off, replaced by who's come on to replace him? Didn't quite see. Here we go. Granger. Come on, son. Will Granger getting a chance? Breadsticks. Yep. Legs out of breadsticks. Right. This is what I mean, right? So now, fair enough. We've took off Thornton. I know it was forced, but we've brought on a more attack-minded player. Play a little bit further up the pitch. Maybe we are going to that kind of 3. I was talking to George Smith from the Star, as I mentioned earlier, and he was playing, Granger was playing as more of a number 10 in the under-21s the other day against, were they against Crewe, I think it was. So maybe he's going to be playing there. Like I said, a bit further forward. Maybe he can do something. Max Lowe has it on the left-hand side. Gets past his man. Adaramola now has it. Can he find Max Lowe? He can. Can a cross come in? It does. Shot comes in, and it's deflected, and it's going to be a corner. That's it. Look like straight away. I mean, Will Granger's not touched it, but maybe that's what it needed. Someone playing a bit further forward, a bit more attacking impetus. Cross comes in, and it's very similar to the chance that Borough had in the first half. Corner now. Don't take it short. Don't take it short. Get it in the box. Jamal Lowe takes it right-footed. Nobody there in a Wednesday shirt. And Granger will go for the header, but he misses it. And he bundles his man over. Referee will eventually blow the whistle and give a free kick. Alan says licorice legs. I've not heard that one, Alan, before, but we'll add it to the list. Don't worry. It's not a foul. Like, it's not. Honestly, it's embarrassing the way that the players go down. Wednesday are massive. Everywhere we go. Everywhere we go. Just approaching 70 minutes in this one. 20 minutes to go. Can Wednesday do something? Ball forward by Borough up to halfway. Oh, dear me. That's an awful challenge. Max Lowe. It's not awful, but he's going to get a booking for it very late. Shalabar, yeah, it's a wild tackle. Shalabar missed it. Esky missed it. Max Lowe said, I ain't missing this one. And he brought his man down. I don't know if you've noticed as well, by the way, but Will Granger, that young that he hadn't even got her on this side, sorry. Oh, no, that side. There we go. Will Granger's not even got a nationality. Welsh, if people were wondering. Well, he's certainly playing for the Welsh youth side. Ball out to his right-hand side. Sarmiento has it. A little bit of a step over, doing absolutely nothing. Love that. When you do a step over, there's no one anywhere near you. It's almost like it's muscle memory. Ball up to the edge of the box and it's clear. Jamal Lowe will head it forward, but only as far as Luke Ayling will jink one way and the other, and he'll still regain possession and pass it out to this left-hand side. Wednesday, bit of defending to do. Morris clips it forward, and Borough into the box, turns, twists. Can they get a shot off? They can, but it's a block by Will Granger, of all people. And it's going to go out for yet another Borough corner. I hope someone's had a bet on how many Borough corners there's going to be, because you'll be absolutely quids in at the moment. Yeah, Borough should have done better there, but Target with another corner from the left-hand side, left-footed outswinger, front post. It's clipped forward, and Murphy Cooper will just say thank you very much for that one. Clipped forward, looking for Jamal Lowe, who misses it, and the ball will go to the Borough goalkeeper. Who is their goalkeeper, by the way? Bryn. I was looking, thinking, if you're not number one, then maybe you're not the number one goalkeeper, but could be doing Solomon Bryn a bit of a disservice there, because he has played pretty much all season, it looks like. The chants moved on from Wednesday are massive to the Honolulu Wednesday chant. I'm sure there'll be lots of that a week on Saturday as we get into the final game of the season against West Brom. Honolulu Wednesday in paradise. Just on that as well, by the way, keep your eyes peeled tomorrow. I will have a Honolulu Wednesday football shirt for you all to buy. I'm disappointing that I can't get it out in time for the final game of the season. It does take 4 or 5 weeks. There's about 4 or 5 week lead time for them to be made, but there will be a Honolulu Wednesday football shirt for you all available tomorrow. So do keep your eyes peeled for that one. Discord, Patreon members as well will have already seen it. So you'll have got a sneak preview of what that's going to look like. But yeah, the final design will be ready for people to purchase tomorrow, or maybe even tonight as well. So do keep your ears and eyes peeled for that one as Heskey brings down his man and commits yet another foul. Apologies. While there's a break in play, I'll just run through some of the other latest scores. Birmingham 2, Preston 1, Charlton 1, Ipswich 2, Sheffield United 1, Blackburn 3. In the Premier League, Burnley 0, Man City 1, Bournemouth and Leeds still goalless. Erling Haaland, who else with the Man City goal this evening? That will take them to the top of the league, I think it is, on goals scored. What a bottle job that has been from Arsenal, by the way. Borough have it in that. Oh, here we go. Max Lowe wins the ball back. Max Lowe bursting forward. Oh, handball, ref. That's handball. No, never been. Never been. He never touched him. Let's have a look at this. No way. I'm sorry. Like, he's ran. He's expected a touch. He's gone down. And again, like I mentioned, handle the ball, and you just get a free kick. And he's done exactly that. He should have been handball. He just picked the ball up. I cannot believe that. Max Lowe, I'm just watching it now. Max Lowe cuts inside. The other player, never been. That is never, ever a free kick. I'm sorry. The game has 100% gone. Do you know what? I genuinely believe as well that referees come into these games and it doesn't matter for us, really. We're down. We're already down. we're already down. It doesn't matter, like, whether we're going to get a penalty or not. But obviously it means something to Middlesbrough. And I think referees come into these games and just think, I'm not going to give anything. He's not going to give a contentious decision like that in favour of Sheffield Wednesday, because what does it matter? It doesn't matter anything at all, does it? Charlie just said on the Discord, that was such a cop-out from the ref. Player knows if he grabs the ball, he's going to give him a free kick rather than a penalty. I'll not read out the next two words that he said. Granger with a chance as well. Do you know what as well? Honestly, I mean, we've made that change, and I'm not going to claim it, but we've made the change, and probably a bit of a mentality shift as well. And we've looked instantly better in the last 5 minutes since Granger came on. Again, it's not all he's doing, but having players further forward means that Borough can't come out as much. When you play so deep, it's just inviting pressure onto you all the time. Get players further up the pitch. They can't do that, and it's no coincidence that we've actually started looking a bit better. Ian says, just watched it, it's a penalty. What a joke, referee. Yep. Borough making a change. Strelec is going to make way for Silvera. As Wednesday have a free kick. It's deep, and it's going to be Palmer that takes it right-footed. Looking for someone at the back stick. Borough clear it. Granger looks to challenge for the ball and wins it, but the referee's going to give a foul. Of course he is, every fucking time. Right, I'm just going to watch it here. Palmer crosses it in. Granger with the shot from his right foot. It's a great effort, to be fair. Good save from the goalkeeper. Is that our first shot on the target from the youngster? I think it is, As Borough go down. Target's going to need some attention, holding his ankle. Rich says, the only game that matters is West Brom. Come on. I mean, do you know what I mean? The football could be a total anticlimax for that one. I hope the atmosphere is an absolute belting atmosphere. I mean, look, I hope David Storch gets wheeled out on that last game, before game, pre-game, get him in the centre circle. Maybe even says some words. I don't know what he's going to say or not, but yeah, it would be absolutely incredible. Kevin, Borough's players are going down at the slightest touch. Totally agreed. It's embarrassing, isn't it, at the end of the day? I don't want to go all, woke nonsense on on everyone, but I mean, in defence, this doesn't look like it's feigning injury. It does actually look like he has got some sort of injury at the moment, and they are going to be making a change, Borough. "10 minutes to find something in this one. As I mentioned before, we've only won 3 points from losing positions. One of them were at the weekend against Charlton. Where were the other two? Birmingham. I know we were leading in that game, but we were behind in that one earlier on in the season. Where was the other one that we were behind in? Wrexham. Again, another one where we were, I don't know. We should have won that anyhow. 2-0 down, weren't we, in the Wrexham game? Am I right in saying that? This season's been a blur. I've tried to forget most of it, to be honest. Bangura comes on to replace Target, who's a forced change with 10 minutes to go. Is that all their substitutes that they've made now? I want to say that they've done 3 lots of subs. Yes, they have. So no more subs for Borough. we've got one more round of substitutes that we can potentially make. We've made 3 already. Shalabar and Jamal Lowe have come on, as has Will Granger, as Wednesday come... I was going to say come forward, but we've gone back now to Max Lowe, and we seem to be playing the ball forward, and Esky wants to keep going back to the centre-backs. Fazia plays the ball forward, but he can't find a Wednesday shirt. Borough have it on halfway, looking for that diagonal pass, and they find it, looking for Sarmiento, and Murphy Cooper races to the edge of his box, and he'll collect it. Nathaniel Shalabar now has possession. Ball out on this left-hand side, looking for Ramola. Adam Ramola, check back, looking for Jamal Lowe, who has it. Jamal Lowe needs to be playing further forward. I don't know why he's got the ball there, but if something comes of it, I'll forgive him. Jamal Lowe asking for it again, a bit deeper this time. Lowe has it. Oh, reverse pass. No, go on. Come on, someone. That's it's going to be a foul. Jerry Yates has just been telling Will Granger to calm it a touch. He's getting a little bit excited, a bit late on the tackle there with Ayling, and of course they're going to go down and waste a bit more time. Just going to see it back here. I mean, it wasn't even a bad challenge, to be fair. Jerry Yates is going to be coming off for Olaf Kabatske. Jerry Yates applauding the away end in the away fans in that corner. I think Kabatske is going to play wide, and Jamal Lowe will be the striker through the middle up top. Middlesbrough will take an absolute age to take this free kick. You wouldn't think it were a team, that were that have been in the top 2 for large parts of this season against statistically the worst team in Championship history. You just wouldn't think it, would you? And we haven't, there's only been a couple of games that we've been actually battered in this season. Coventry is obviously the big one. Swansea as well, away, is the other. I don't think there's been any other games. Every other's been fairly close, to be fair. And this is another one close in the scoreline. I think performance-wise, yeah, we've just not really offered anything, have we? We've not really offered anything going forward until this last kind of 10 or 15 minutes or so since Will Granger's come on. Ball clip forward, looking again. Just referee's not giving a foul there, and I'm glad he hasn't, because it's just going down so easily. Max Lowe come forward with the ball for Jamal Lowe, and he'll spray it out wide to Palmer. He'll find Fazia. Fazia charging forward, looking to get into the box, left, right. Can he find something? He can't. Is it handball? He appealed for it. It was never going to be given. Heskey plays it back, and he's gone all the way back to halfway. Come on, then. Fazia now has it. He's going to cut inside. Well done. Jamal Lowe's got it now. Central. Plays it outside to Adaramola. He's going to strike it. Hit it. Oh, just hit it. Oh, dear me. Has he got a left foot, Adaramola? Just use your left foot and put your laces through it, son. Ball's gone forward, and it's one-on-one with... oh, dear. Tackle. Oh, great tackle in the end from Otubeo. Did well, because he got done. He'd got done there, but good recovery tackle in the end, and it's a bit frantic, this one, and Borough fans aren't happy at all. Ball out on this right-hand side with Fazia. What can he do with it? Nobody there to look for. We've got 4 players centrally. It's gone back to Heskey. Jamal Lowe now has it. What can he do? Clipped it out wide to Adaramola. He's got space. Come on, Adaramola. Find a pass. Right-footed. Crosses it in. Shoot. Oh, dear me. Got to be better than that. Vizier now races back and wins back possession. Borough fans again not happy. Come on, Wednesday. You've got to capitalise on this. Come on, Wednesday. Here we go. Vizier on this right. He's tackled. Win the ball back. No, you've got to be stronger than that in the tackle. And we do win it back on halfway. Come on, Wednesday. Everywhere we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kabatsi's got it. Plays it out to Adaramola. Come on, can you get a better crossing? He finds Shalabar. Strike it, Shalabar. He does. Referee got in his way then. Fair play. It was a terrible shot. Yeah. Yes, Wrexham was one of them. The comments aren't coming on the screen for some reason. Again, let's see if we can try. There we go. Red Horde said, yeah, Wrexham was another one where we came from behind you, 2-0 down, came back with goals on the 63rd and 81st minute and should have won it as well in the last second with Charlie McNeil. I'll never forgive him for that chance that he had right at the death. Remember watching that from a Greek hotel room at the start of the season. Rich says, what this season has shown is if you give the kids a chance, they can be good, but we still need some quality. Yeah. You can't fault the effort and the desire that they show, but yeah, is the quality there? We're not too sure. Wednesday have it. Heskey will spray ball out to Adaramola on the left. Can he find his man? He's clipped it forward for Kabatsky. He'll try and control, back-heeled it, but it's gone straight to a Borough man, and they'll boot it forward, but straight back to Sheffield Wednesday. 3 minutes or less than 3 minutes of the 90. I'm not sure there's going to be many minutes added on. Maybe 3, I want to say. Maybe 4. There's been a couple of players that have been injured and quite a few substitutions as well. No goals, though, in this second half, but Wednesday might be looking to change that, but the ball given away and back to the goalkeeper who'll just look to hoof it forward, right-footed over halfway. Palmer will win the header. Sean Vizier will play it down the line, but off. Kabatsky was offside, and no one was anywhere really near that ball. As Granger will put Bryn under a bit of pressure, and he'll have to chase back as the ball's bowled out to the left-hand side. But he's just ran all the way through. What are we doing? Put a challenge in someone. Ailing. Just the Borough fans are again not happy that they've Borough are just quite happy just to keep possession at the moment. No real attacking threat, but we've got to capitalise on this. Like I said, the Borough fans are groaning and moaning that their side's 1-0 up. Ball booted forward, good blocking from Nathaniel Shalabar. Unlucky. Come on, Wednesday. The game's really stretched at the moment. Ottabayo with a good challenge, but it's going to be a Borough throw-in. Old Geezer, this knocks us off 0 points challenge, means we lose to Oxford and beat West Brom. Zach says, all right, James, who do you think new owners might be? Zach? David Storch. Just got a little bit of a hunch that it could be the Arise group. Not sure where that's coming from, but there's a little birdie told me. Ralph says, set up to draw or nick a win. I mean, I don't think we're going to nick a win, but we definitely have been setting up to not to lose. As we're into added time. It's not being shown. How many? 1 minute. 7 minutes. I thought it said 1. I know it says 1 on the graphic. That'll change in a second as the ball goes forward. Is he offside? What? Dear, what are we doing here? What is that? How is he not offside? I was too busy looking at how much added time was going to be added on. But I want to see that back. I have no idea how he wasn't offside there. As they come forward, he slips, he still gets up. Cross comes in, blocked. Overhead kick. Oh, my days. Everything's happening in this one. I haven't got a clue. I'd love to see that again. I mean, Murphy Cooper's done wonderful. Oh, is he off? I don't think he's offside, is he? Good defense, good goalkeeping there. And he's tried to chip him and he wasn't going in, I don't think. But Shalabar didn't know that. Yeah, good goalkeeping at the feet. Did fantastically well. Yeah, Adaramola on the line. Zach's also got the dolphin. Well done, pal. More inflatables, the better. Graham says, I can't believe what I'm watching. No one moves to close the guy down. Right, what can we do? We've got 5 minutes to do it in. Can we do something? Can we nick a point? It's not been great. It's not been pretty. It's not been very attacking either. But we've got 5 minutes to do so. Ball come forward. Come on, Jamal dispossessed. Granger trying to win it back. Oh, come on. It's just not going to be our day, is it, at all? Borough racing forward on the left-hand side. Wednesday have got men back. Are they going to go in the corner and run the clock down? I don't think the fans will like that against, again, statistically the worst team in the world. And Wednesday win a free kick. Take it quick. Come on. Of course their player's down injured. Of course he is. No, it happened. It's so embarrassing. It is so embarrassing. Just play on. Leave him. Not wrong with him. Murphy Cooper will take the goal kick. It annoys me when tell him to take it back on the line. Like, what's he going to do? What advantage are you going to get? Just let him take it wherever he wants. Ball forward. Granger juggling the ball on the right hand side. Is he? This ball's gone out for a goal kick. Unfortunately, I can see this game just petering out at the end and ending 1-0. Unfortunately, it's a shame that it's a goal from a mistake as well. Because Middlesbrough were on top in the first half. To be fair, they've been on top for large parts of the second. We just haven't been able to create anything, have we? But then, we go a bit more attacking, and then guess what? We start to see a few chances. It's not rocket science, is it? But anyway, ball lofted long, headed away by Palmer. Palmer again winning another header. Sean Fazier will knock it forward, looking for Granger. Shalabar will loop it forward, looking for Jamal Lowe. Jamal Lowe slips. Ayling will knock it over his head, but it's not got any real distance on it, and Fazier will try and win it. Wednesday now have it. Come on. Oh, it's Adaramola on a more central position, not what he's used to, but he'll play it out to Heskey. Heskey, wide right. Fazier. Heskey's on the overlap, but he's not going to find him. Fazier, can he find a cross? He can. Can we get a header on it? No, second ball every time. No, he's going to... Oh, dear. You've got to... When the ball comes in, it's a good cross. You've got to win the second ball. Ball just drops on the penalty spot, and there's no Sheffield Wednesday player anywhere near it. You've got to have someone on the edge of the box. The ball's always going to land there. Really clever from the Borough player as well. Just runs across Kabatsky, brings him down, and it's going to be a foul, and their keeper will take about 25 minutes to take it. Phil says, we are set up to score 0. Joel says, so easy for Borough. This is shit. No effort to try to get anything from the game. I think they've been trying, in the latter stages, but it's just too little, too late every time, isn't it? Really, when you think about it. Throw in. This is it. One of the last chances. Granger can't get the ball under control. Lowe will Lowe will let it go out for a throw and he'll throw it back to Murphy Cooper and we'll start again. Max Lowe will just stroke it forward. Sean Fazia's a shit pass. And the Borough player will run forward and he's been hacked down and it's a free kick and this will be the last, probably one of the last moments of the game. Joel says, Phil, bang right. Henrik Pedersen's tactics is don't lose, but still lose. Just want to say as well, massive thanks to everyone for joining this evening. Over 1,000 views on the stream, which is fantastic for a midweek game of no significance for Sheffield Wednesday. Kiboko says, what do people want? We're running on fumes on a squad sold off for pennies on the pound against a top 6 team. Just a bit of effort, Kiboko, will be good. And this running on fumes stuff as well, we can't use pre-season as an excuse anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're 3 games from end of the season. If you look at the amount of games that players have played, some of these players haven't even played half the amount of games that are available this season. They shouldn't be unfit. I'm sorry. Again, I'm not sorry to go all Roy Keane on you, but it's their job. They should be fit enough to play. So the ball's going to come in. Offside. It doesn't matter. The referee has blown the whistle and it is full time. It's finished. Middlesbrough 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. The search for that win goes on again. That's 38 games now since we last won this season at Pompey away. All the way back to nearly the start of the season. Do you know what? I think the assessment of that one, just not good enough. I think the first 10 minutes was fantastic. I thought we looked all right. Middlesbrough looked really shaky. We didn't capitalise on it. In fact, what we actually did is just gifted Middlesbrough a goal. Pull back pass from Gabe Otabeo, trying to play out from the back. It just didn't work. He got away with one last week against Charlton. He didn't get away with this one. And Morgan Whittaker was there to slot it into the empty goal. And that was the goal that ultimately won it for Borough. I don't think Borough were fantastic, but we didn't... Gabe Otabeo there just kind of apologising to the fans. Look, it is what it is, isn't it? I think we just... it's just showing you the away fans chanting and singing and things. A guy there holding his 2 crutches aloft in the away end, which I always make me laugh. Wednesday, a massive chance from the away end. Do you know, it's great support in it. It really, really is. Going up to Borough on a Wednesday night, -3 points, 1 win all season, but yet the players will go out there and celebrate as well. I say celebrate, cheer, and make a lot of racket and stuff. But yeah, back to the game. We just didn't put Middlesbrough under any pressure from the point they scored. We were just happy to sit back and sit in, and I don't think playing Shalabar and Thornton was the play today. Again, we bring Granger on. We put one man further forward, and then all of a sudden we start to have a bit of joy, and we actually get the ball in the opponent's half, which we didn't do all of the second half. Again, I'm not saying that Granger's the answer. What I'm saying is playing that formation that we played and playing not to lose wasn't the play. I know I've just had a bit of a rant about that these players should be fit enough and stuff, and I'm not asking for high tempo game of football all the game. But when you invite pressure on, I think we were lucky really that Borough aren't good enough. They're not in good form. They haven't got much confidence. They probably should have scored at least one more goal. I think certainly in that second half, and the amount of possession and amount of chances that they had. They had 18 shots, only 4 on target. Just looking now, 8 shots for us, only the 1 on target, which was the chance from Will Granger in that second half. It wasn't nice to see him. He looked like, running about, putting himself about. He had an effort as well, like I just mentioned there. But yeah, it's just this one was down to the tactics as far as I'm concerned. There was moments in the game where there were no movement, there were no running. Fazier's run forward and he's the furthest man forward. There's nobody to pass to. But yeah, it was not a classic. I'm just watching the goal again. It's just total lapse of concentration from Gabe Otabeyo. I don't think you see Morgan Whittaker there, putting just waiting, lurking there, putting Murphy Cooper under a bit of a press. A mention for Murphy Cooper is I thought he did fantastic. He had to make a couple of saves, not loads. But I thought he's done well with what he has had to do, and he looks quite assured. He had the goal is nothing to do with him, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, it's another defeat. It's let's just get this season over and done with. Let's come to some comments before we finish. ADL says effort and a manager who realises we can't get relegated twice. Go for it. Rich Evans, well done, mate. Appreciate your efforts. Thank you very much, Rich. Appreciate everyone coming on and joining me this evening. We'll be back again on Saturday. Is it 3 o'clock kickoff on Saturday? I think it is, isn't it? So we'll be back. Is it 3 o'clock? Let me just check. You just catch me out with these 12 o'clock kickoffs and things. But no, it is 3 o'clock. So yeah, I'll be on around about 2:30, 2:45 with another watch along. As we take on Oxford at the Kassam. We can actually, well, actually, I'm going to say it. We can relegate Oxford. If Oxford fail to win, they will be relegated, regardless of all the other results. So they're claiming that that they relegated us. So we're going to say we could relegate Oxford. There we go. I said it. Rich says it's going to end at West Brom. Can't wait. ABCASMJHGJFJGH says, where was Charles? Injured again? Apparently so, yes. The official line from the club is that he's picked up a knock that he picked up against Charlton, and he's going to be assessed ahead of the game against Oxford. Me being a cynic, thinks it couldn't well be that he's not injured and he's just... not playing because he could well be off in the summer, which is, look, I could be miles off. He could actually be genuinely injured, but just what I think on that one. Kevin says we were one pace, slow. Annie, no stopping us fans. No, you're fantastic fans once again. OCD says I just think half these players are dead weight, to be honest, and would struggle in League One. I agree. It's not a given that you go down the league and you're just going to be all right. Luton was a prime example last season, got relegated. I know it's not all the same players, but largely the same players get relegated again. Leicester, a prime example this season, relegated from the Prem, straight through, relegated again. I'm not saying that, all these players aren't good enough, but it's not just you drop down a league and all of a sudden you're world beaters. It's not going to be, I don't know how different League One is to the Championship. This Championship this season has been relatively poor. By all accounts, League One's been pretty poor as well, but we'll have to see. OCD, Otabeyo improved, but he's not good enough. I think he got caught out a couple of times, didn't he? He got caught out with, the player got past him and did well in the end, but that could have easily been a one-on-one opportunity, just too slow to turn. I think on the whole, though, Otabeyo has played well. He's got better and better this season. I don't want to turn on him, but yeah. Phil says, thanks, James. Thank you very much, Phil. Appreciate it. Kevin says, ref was poor. They were buying fouls and he got conned and missed a Stonewall pen. Yep, you can't just handle the ball in the box and it not be a penalty. And it wasn't a push or a trip on their man. Like I said, just bought the foul in the end. Steve says, see you Saturday, matey. We're all Wednesday, aren't we? Yes, like I said, Saturday, 2:30, I'll be online. Maybe 2:45, we'll see, for the Oxford game. So do join me for that one. And Kaboko Will says, Bannon is the big missing part, of course. could always rely on at least having the ball and break the lines with some through balls. I do think we miss him, but I do also think that we relied on him far too much. And this is a prime example of that. He's not been here for since January now, and we just don't have that creative player because again we relied on him too much, and he was available week in, week out, so we didn't need anyone else, did we? To be fair, but anyway, right. I'm going to wrap things up. Massive thanks again to everyone that's watched. If you could smash a like on this one, do really appreciate it. If you're not subscribed either, and there will be people watching this that aren't subscribed, please do. Like I mentioned, we'll be back on Saturday with the watch along for the Oxford game. Sunday, we'll have all the reaction, myself and Matt, to said Oxford game. If you want more Sheffield Wednesday content and you want to look ahead to that game on Saturday against Oxford, do head over to Patreon, patreon.com/WTRD pod. We've got Jez, we've got Kieran, we've got Charlie, all sitting down tomorrow to look ahead to the game on Saturday afternoon. We'll probably also look back against this one and give you a bit more of their thoughts. That is the new preview show that launched last week, so you can get all of that good stuff, as well as some written content as well over on Patreon. Again, I appreciate everyone that signs up and supports the channel. Really do appreciate it. But no, thank you very much, everyone, and we'll see you all on Saturday. Cheers.